rings a bell.
Yeah, as in Mercedes-Benz.
Ah.
Yeah. So the company went on to become Mercedes-Benz. This is 1888, so it's a long time ago. Bertha Benz decided that although her husband had been working for several years and spending all of their money, which was actually her money from her inheritance, he'd spent all of their money developing this car, but because he was a perfectionist, he didn't want to tell anyone about it. He didn't want to show it to anyone because it wasn't perfect yet. And she realized that it probably never would be perfect. So she just needed to do something to get the news about this invention out so that people would actually start ordering it and they could actually, pay for their 5 children's shoes. So early one morning, without her husband's permission, which was a big deal at the time, guys.
Right. Okay.
But on top of that, riding a motor vehicle was also illegal in this part of Germany because the authorities didn't know what to do with it. So they just banned people from driving it apart from under test conditions.
This is a joyride. Goodness.
Yeah, it was a genuine joy. It was illegal for her to take this car, not only from her husband, but also ride it on open roads. And she drove with her 2 sons, her 2 oldest children, to her mother's house.
Wow.
So she drove a total of 65 miles across
That's a lot.
a day with her 2 kids in this 3-wheeled monstrosity. And it was the event that got the press attention that meant that the Benz Patent Motorwagen was what people have now associated with as the first working mass on that scale produced car, like they made quite a few of them, available to buy. Even though other people had started inventing cars and had made perfectly good cars, what Bertha Benz did got the press attention and associated that name with working vehicles.
That's proof of concept, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's proof of concept. And there's kind of this thing of like, was she a ditzy housewife who just wanted to go visit her mother with her 2 children? Like, that sounds fun. Or was she a public relations genius?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of both, but also a massive chunk of incredible, ingenious engineering that she had to do along the way. Obviously, this like hunk of junk patent motor car had never been on a journey this far before. And she discovered a whole bunch of things about basically why.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. It's sort of turned into this epic story where, the spark plug started losing their insulation. So she used the elastic from her garter to re-insulate some wiring.